Hey guys, what's up? It's Bianca, and in this video, we're going to be talking about permanent makeup, or more specifically, eyebrow embroidery, or what they call feather brows, or microblading, ombre brows, all of this different names of eyebrows, okay? So as you all know, a lot of women nowadays are problematic about having very, very thin brows. When you look at the TV and you see a lot of beautiful women with their super nicely, like trimmed or nicely shaved thick brows, like, why are you so perfect? So the good thing is anybody can have that perfectly shaped brows nowadays. So it doesn't matter how many hair you have left in your brows, you can have a perfect eyebrows. And in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you a little bit about the treatment. And I know that a lot of women are, wanting to undergo this treatment but are scared because they have a lot of questions in mind. So in this video, hopefully you will be able to gather information to give you the courage to undergo this treatment. And of course, I'm also gonna do it myself. But I just have to warn you though, okay? If you're thinking about doing this yourself also, please don't. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm a professional. I am a certified eyebrow embroidery artist, or a permanent makeup artist. That's why, I have the courage to do it to myself. But even I honestly don't know how it's gonna turn out. So if it doesn't turn out good, I'm just gonna blame myself and no one else. Or maybe you, because it's because of you I'm making this video. So yeah, I mean, there are precautions, of course, contraindications and protocols that only the professionals know. So please, please, please do not try to do it at home. Okay? Do not try to do it to yourself, because one, you can get infection if you're not professional. Two, you can also, fuck up your brows, or you can mess up your brows. So I suggest don't do it. Always ask or always seek professionals' help in doing your brows, okay? So let's begin. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, I have my tools here right next to me. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do, of course, is to disinfect my hands. Of course, it has to be very, very clean, and I'm gonna be wearing gloves. It's very important because, you can, even if you wash your hands, it can still be dirty and all that. So it has to be completely clean. Like I said, if I mess up my brows in my life, it's my fault because I'm trying to save money. That's why I don't want to go to a professional. So let me just fix my hair so it doesn't bother me. Okay, so I'm actually wearing makeup right now, and I don't know why I did that. Should have taken everything off. So anyway, this is just gonna hurt a little bit my eyes because it's alcohol. So it's gonna be hard to open it in a little while. So see that? I need to make sure that everything is taken off that area. Yeah. So I've had my eyebrows done almost 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, 2 years ago actually, and there's still some inks left. I don't know if you can see it. I wasn't the one who did it the first time. I had a professional do it. But now Okay, so I trust that the whole area is now disinfected. So I'm gonna put some numbing cream. This is a really good numbing cream because it's very, very tough, and you honestly don't feel any pain with it. So I already put the numbing cream, and I need to wait 30 minutes for it to work. So while waiting, I want to answer some of your questions. We have a lot of clients who book, and then just right before the procedure they cancel because they're scared. So once and for all, let's answer all of the questions that you have in mind so that you can really decide if this is really what you want and what you need. So there are actually different kinds of eyebrow embroidery, right? There's microblading, there's micro shading, and there's ombre brows. So basically, the difference between these two can be distinguished. It's better identified if we have a picture, but unfortunately right now I don't have any picture to show. But then microblading is actually the most popular one. But what I love the most is the ombre brows. Why? Number one, not everybody is a candidate for microblading because if you have oil skin, you don't have natural skin condition, then you're not a candidate for microblading. Ombre brows is more for everybody. So that's why I love this technique more, and it's less traumatic to the skin. And of course, at this moment, it's going to be impossible for me to do the microblading in my own brows because in microblading you have to do strokes, and if I can do that to myself, then that means I'm so good and I'm a genius, but I am not. So I'm gonna do ombre brows instead because it's something that I can do to myself. And of course, I have here some questions with me that a lot of people, a lot of my clients have been asking me, and that's why I think it's just about time to answer this once and for all. Alright, first question I always get is that what's the difference between microblading and permanent tattoo? Alright, or like I said, whatever you want to call it, microblading, feathering, eyebrow embroidery, those are all in the same category, alright? So the difference is that permanent tattoo, put the ink in so much deeper than where we put it in eyebrow embroidery. So that's why permanent tattoo does not fade. It stays with you till forever. The ink used in permanent tattoo is different from the inks and pigments used in eyebrow embroidery. And also, in permanent tattooing, back in the day, when you have an eyebrow, it's usually just one straight line, so there's no variation. And it's very obvious that you had tattoo done. But now, there are several techniques like ombre brows where you have transition of colors from light to darker that you just look like you put on some makeup, and it's just completely different nowadays. The second question that I always get is it painful? Alright, so the pain level varies on your pain tolerance. As you can see, I put in some numbing cream, and it will really help a lot in making the client feel comfortable and not feel the pain. But of course, there are still a lot of things to consider, like what's your pain tolerance? Some of my clients, like most of my clients, actually fall asleep, like they snore during the process, and I love it when that happens because I know that's just so comfortable, just not feeling any pain, and I just love it as an artist. But then some clients, they feel uneasy, they feel some pain, but I always ask them, like, is it painful? And they always say, no, it's tolerable. So I just go on with it. And the thing is, I use different kinds of numbing cream. I have the cream, like what I have on now. This is what I use before the treatment, and then after the treatment, sometimes in the middle of the treatment, the client feel a little bit of pain, and I can feel that. And as an artist, I want to make sure that my client is as comfortable as possible, because if she feels any pain, she will be traumatized, and she will spread the rumor of the treatment being so painful, and that it, you know, it's and she will never go back to me also, and it's gonna ruin my business. So I always try to make sure that my client is so comfortable and that she's feeling, you know, good about what's happening with her. So after, like, during the process, I always make sure that I put more anesthetic one after the other. So for instance, if I'm done doing this, I'll put more anesthetic, and then I'll do the other side next. All right, so it helps a lot. So the next question that I often get is that, does it change color over time? I know a lot of people, even I, before I took this treatment 2 years ago, I was skeptical and I was scared. I'm like, I don't want my eyebrows to turn green. But like what I said, the pigments used before is completely different from the pigments that's being used right now in my case. But yeah, anyway, I use this ink that's made in US, so it's of really, really good quality. I love it a lot, and it's, you know, it doesn't change color. You know, it's just amazing. So if you're afraid that you're gonna have green eyebrows in the future, those were the days. It's gone. It's not happening anymore. So yeah, but of course you have to make sure that you go to a real professional to do your eyebrows. Okay, don't go for permanent tattoo, I guess, because that could turn green in the end. So you know where to go. Next, how long does the procedure last? The procedure lasts, it depends. You know, some artists can do it in 1 hour. I do it in 2 hours just because I, you know, put the numbing cream for 30 minutes. So that's already 30 minutes. And then I want to take my time in doing one's brows. That's why I don't how do you say that? I don't, the maximum clients that I get in a day is 4, because I don't want to overpack myself. I don't want to be so tired, because, you know, I need my hands fresh. And I also want to make sure that I take my time in doing each client's eyebrows, just so I know that I can make the client happy. So that is very, very, for me, I would rather take my time. So 2 hours maximum in my case. Some others can do it in 1 hour, I guess, one hour and a half. It depends. But how long will it stay in your face? Okay, so this procedure, it will last you 1 to 2 years. In most cases, 1 year. On the second year, it's starting to really fade. So, but it's still, you know, it's still nice. But we suggest that you do your retouch after 1 year. Things, who can undergo this treatment? Number one, of course, like I said, if you have oily skin, or if you don't have normal skin, you can't go for microblading, but you can go for ombre brows. But if you're diabetic, if you're pregnant, if you're lactating, if you're keloidal, I do not suggest you undergo for this treatment. Or if you're gonna have an MRI anytime soon, don't undergo this treatment, okay? And of course, what to expect. After 3 days, you can expect your brows to be really, really dark. And then the healing process actually takes 10 days. So after 3 days, it's going to be very, very dark, and then it's going to start to peel off. And then once it starts to peel off, after 10 days, it's done. You know, you have your nicely done brows. And of course, after a month, in the first session, there's a possibility that it will not look as perfect immediately. There are some instances when one is higher than the other, or one is thicker than the other. That's completely normal. You cannot expect to have a perfectly done eyebrows in just one session. But of course, it also depends on your healing process. Sometimes it heals so well that you don't really have to come back for like 1 year. But in most cases, sometimes it doesn't. So you can always go back for a free retouch depending on your artist. Sometimes they give 1 whole free retouch, or 1 whole year free retouch. Sometimes it's just 1 month, sometimes it's just 6 months. It varies, you know, so that's something that you have to ask your permanent makeup artist. So I hope I was able to answer most of the questions that you have in mind. It's been 15 minutes, so I still have 15 minutes more. But I don't want to be talking for like 15 minutes here. So yeah, this is gonna be a long, I think a long video. But while waiting for the next 15 minutes, I'm just gonna go have a break and I'll see you guys after. Okay, so it's been exactly 30 minutes, so I can finally start working on my eyebrows. Wish me luck, guys. Let's begin. Now, I know it looks easy, but the last thing that you would want is to have a messed up eyebrows. So even if it looks easy while you're watching it, I don't suggest you try it at home because, like I said, there are things that like contraindications and precautions that you have to know. And it's so much easier when you're laying down because of gravity. Okay, like right now, I am already feeling a little bit of pain. So I'm gonna put more anesthetic in this area. I feel a little bit of tingling happening because the anesthetic cream is going inside, so it's a bit sore. So I'm gonna go back to the other side. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's actually bleeding now. I'm just showing you so you know I'm really doing it and it's not fake. But before I do the other side, I'm gonna put more anesthetic cream. Okay guys, so I'm finally done doing my eyebrows and I just want to show you how it turned out to be, if you can see it. You know, I don't want to touch that area because I don't want to infect it or anything. And this is how it is from afar. I feel a little bit sore at the moment, but I'm gonna be putting an ointment right after this video because So it's the day right after my eyebrow embroidery and I just wanted to show you how it turned out to be on the first day. So let's just, if you can see it clearly. So as you can see, it's completely dark. It's already starting the healing process. And complement my makeup today, so I didn't have to put on any more of the brow makeup. But then it will be very dark for the next 3 days and it will start to peel off. So at this moment, I just need to wipe it to sort of take off the residue. And as you can see, there are some ink we're taking off, but don't be scared. That's completely normal. We're just taking off the residue from the ink. So yeah, if you're seeing that this part is lighter than this part, it's because of the lighting. Like this, there's more light in my left side. I wanted to make this quick video to give you an update of how my eyebrow is on the second day. So it's been 2 days now since I had my eyebrow embroidery, and I just want to give you a quick look. Yeah, so it's I can feel it's actually already healing, and it's still very dark though, and I'm expecting that in 2 days time it will already start to heal. So I'll give you more update in the days to come. Bye. Hey guys, so it's actually the 3rd day after my eyebrow embroidery, and I just wanted to show you how the progress is going, and I just want to give you a closer look to my brows now, if it's not blurred. Okay, and the other side. So let me just wipe it for you just to show you that there's really no makeup there. Alright, let me do that one more time. When I took you with me through this whole process of eyebrow embroidery, and just to give you, hold on a minute, let me relax my muscles. So this is how it looks like from afar. I'm not actually sure if I managed to make it perfectly symmetrical, but then that's still something that I'm trying to figure out, because in my eyes I think it's even and symmetrical, but there are times that I'm like, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm really happy with how it turned out to be. Remember, I did it to myself, and I did it to myself for the first time. So hey guys, what's up? It's Bianca again, and I'm on my 4th day. This is gonna be my last video and my last update for all of you guys. For those of you who wants to be more updated, you can follow our Instagram page. This is because I'm gonna be very busy this coming days, and I don't think I'll have time to update you through this vlog anymore. I just want to get this over and done with, and I just want to send the message across so that it will reach you as soon as possible, you know. So anyway, it's my 4th day, and I'm not sure if you can see it. I actually have scabs now, and that's completely normal, because you know, when you have wound, right, it will have scabs, and then eventually it will peel off. So that's what's happening in my eyebrows right now, and that is also what's gonna happen in your eyebrows. All right, so tomorrow it's gonna start to peel, and right before the 10-day ends, then it's gonna be completely healed. But I'm very happy of how it turned out. My clients today, surprisingly, even if it has scabs already, they didn't notice that. They just had it done. And yeah, I've been getting, you know, so much compliments with my eyebrows, especially when they found out that I just had it done. And clients feel more at ease and more when I tell them, you know, that I did it to myself a few days ago. So all the fear just goes away for them. Like this whole process of the eyebrow embroidery, and if you're still thinking of whether you should go or not go for this process, you saw it with your own eyes. It wasn't painful, if that's what you're worried about, and you're not gonna look like a monster after. There's no swelling, there's no bruising. It's not too dark after it with that 3 days process. As you can see, I just look like I have a makeup placed on, so you don't have to worry about anything at all. So I really hope that you take this opportunity to really take care of and like have your dream brows now, you know. And also, if you want to have free eyebrows, like a gift from me to you, since you watch this video from the beginning till end, and God knows how long this video is. So if you like this video, all you have to do is subscribe to this YouTube channel and comment below, and you might just be our winner for the eyebrow embroidery. I'll be choosing 2 winners, and I'll be announcing the winners in our Instagram page by the end of September. The link to the Instagram is down below. If you have any questions, or if there's anything bugging you, you can contact me or my team. You can also message, you can also send us a text message. You know, everything that we can do for you to be comfortable and to really take action in having that eyebrow that you always dream of, alright? If you want to see more videos about how to take care of your hair and how to take care of your beautiful skin and how to take care of your, any technology about beauty, just subscribe to this channel. Yeah, there you go guys. I hope you had fun watching this very long video. Thank you!